Hi everybody, thanks for coming back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a makeup collection video. So I've been collecting makeup for, well, since 2013. So it's been about 7 years, and over time my collection has definitely changed. I definitely don't have the same makeup that I did 7 years ago when I started. My taste has changed, and not only has my taste has changed, you probably shouldn't be keeping makeup for 7 years. So I've been collecting makeup for 7 years, so my collection is big and big. Not as big as some people's, which I am completely fine with. I'm not one to get all caught up in like the collecting. I just like what I have right now, and I do splurge occasionally, but this video is my collection video, and you'll get a tour of my makeup vanity. So my vanity is from IKEA. You get the top part separate from the drawers, so I have two of the Alex drawers and the tabletop that goes on top of it. It's really nice having this big table. I do have to say, it just has so much space, and when I moved from my parents' house to my apartment, I was a little worried that it wasn't gonna fit, but I have a really small room in my apartment and it fits just right. So I was very happy that I was able to bring it with me to my apartment because I need this space for my collection. There was no way like I could bring my makeup without this vanity. So anywho, really super long intro. If you want to see my collection and me going through palettes and all of that, then just keep watching. So here's what the top of the vanity looks like, and I have two of the 5 drawer IKEA Alex drawers, whatever you call them. We will go through those probably first, but I do want to just give a quick overview of what the top of my vanity looks like, so you can get an idea of what I'm working with. I really cleaned the crap out of this thing. It looks so good right now. Usually at the end of a makeup application, it gets trashed. So this feels really good to have it all clean, the surface and what's inside and on top. So let's go ahead and go through the drawers on this side. So in the first drawer, I have my hairbrush and my blushes. So I feel like my blush collection is not the greatest right now. I'm really not that happy with it. But here's like a little overview. I have some Milani. This is my favorite Note Cosmetics blush that I got in BoxyCharm. This one comes to a close second, the ColourPop one. And yeah, I just keep all my blushes in here. I have really decluttered a lot of my single blushes. I do have another little compartment of face palettes, so those have some blushes in it too, but I really want to get more single blushes for sure. Also, this is my little facial razor when I want to get my eyebrows or anything. So this is in the first drawer. And also this tray is really nice. I got it from Charming Charlie when I used to work there. It holds so much and it's so nice. In this drawer, I have another one of these little trays from Charming Charlie. This has my highlighters. So I have a MAC Cosmetics. This was from that Snow Globe collection or whatever. This is the Whisper of Guilt. It's really pretty. I don't use it all too much because it is kind of a deep color, but I do really like it. I have 2 cream and liquid highlighters and a Nabla one. My favorite Juvia's Place highlighter. Oh, it's the light champagne one. The Nabla one is okay. It's not my favorite color, I guess. I got the wrong color. But I have some Ofra blushes here. Ofra has Ofra highlighters here. And Ofra has one of my favorite highlighter formulas for sure. This one's also a favorite. I was going to get rid of it, but honestly, I really do like it. It's just not the most like organic and healthy or natural, but is makeup any of that? Not really. So I'm decided to keep it. Yeah, so these are my highlighters in here, and then in the back here I have my bronzer collection, which is overflowing. I don't really know how to store like these. Maybe I'll put them here because they don't really fit in here. I have a Kiko Milano. Let me just show you the inside of this because it is stunning. Like, how satisfying is that? It's a very nice, light, shimmery bronzer. It's kind of bulky with the packaging, but I need to use this more. My favorite e.l.f. cream bronzer that you guys know I've hit pan on and finished one of these before. So I keep that. I love the Hoola bronzer. Holy cow. This one I could probably get rid of, honestly. But I'm going to keep it for now because this is a collection video. This was in a boxing charm and I love this. This reminds me of the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. Like, it's that creamy kind of, same kind of color. My favorite NARS Laguna. I only recently tried this year and I don't know what I was doing without that bronzer. I have a ColourPop bronzer and highlighter duo. The bronzer is not that great for me, but I do really like the highlighter. And then this is another item I got in the BoxyCharm, which is really cool that I'm able to try all these bronzers. This is the Ace Beauty bronzer, Bronzed in Paradise, sorry. And I've used this a couple times. It's okay. It's a little bit dark, but the lighting in here apparently is not really that good. But yeah, I love bronzer palettes. They're so much fun. And I love bronzers in general. So that's my little bronzer collection. Down here, I have... It's kind of a jumbled, like, mess. Not a mess, but, like, it's jumbled. I have some extra deodorant here. And I have some extra skincare here. This facial charcoal facial mask is so good. You can get this at Sephora. I got this from the Beauty Counter website. My mom knows like an individual seller, so we went through her. It's really, really good. I had samples of it before I purchased it. My mom actually got that for me. I have the Mario Badescu drying cream that I'm still trying to figure out how exactly to use because I know Emily's makeup bag talks about that a lot. The best way to manage your acne, I guess, and pimples. So I have some extra moisturizers, and this is my favorite moisturizing mask. It's the Dr. Brandt Hydrobiotic Recovery Sleeping Mask. I put this on before bed, so I'm going to put these back in here, but this is just a little basket that I have to hold. I have some more moisturizers over here. I try to just stay organized. This is the one that I'm currently using. It's Peter Thomas Roth, and it's the water-drenched hyaluronic cloud cream hydrating moisturizer. I honestly don't really like this, but I have it, and I definitely want to use it, and it's not like I hate it. I just can't use too much of it, but yeah, these are my moisturizers, my favorite perfume. And then back here, I have some extra coasters and makeup erasers, little backups of sample products, and then makeup removing wipes, and a whole bunch of masks. So I always keep them there so I don't lose them. And my contacts, of course. Down here, I have thank you notes, notebooks, little post-its, an extra container to store things, my eyeglass case down there, Post-it notes, just a bunch of random paper products because I don't have the best storage in my room. Down here I have paper towels and coloring books and my assignment planner and coloring pencils. Now we are on the top of my vanity, which we will go more into depth here. We'll start on this side. So these are like tools and brushes, and I use the eye brushes the most, and I also have the eyeliners and like eye bases in this square thing. I should go through that more because I honestly don't wear eyeliner too frequently, but what I have I do like a lot. And here's my mascara that I'm using right now. So this one is eye brushes and blending brushes and all that fun stuff. I have a whole little container of beauty blenders. Is this necessary? No, I should really just have one, honestly, but I think it's easy to store like this. This has lip liners here and a random little brush for highlighter. I really like that one. This has my face brushes, which you can see I need to clean, obviously. But yeah, I have some face brushes here. It's a mixture of everything, like Morphe, BH Cosmetics, ColourPop, like everything. And then here I just have like pens and pencils and colored pencils and a whole little storage compartment of hair ties, because hair ties to me are like bobby pins and I lose them 24/7, which is surprising that I have this many because, yeah, I haven't lost them yet. But yeah, this is like the little brush and tool area. I never know where to like put this exactly, but I think over here works because I'm right-handed, so that works for me. This is that other face palette compartment that I was talking about earlier when I was talking about blushes, and I really like the size of this. I think it's perfect for face and highlighter palettes. So I've got the Bellini BH Cosmetic bronzer palette, which this is what it looks like if you haven't seen it, by the way. The highlighters in here are amazing. I don't like the bronzers though. I have the Makeup Revolution highlighter palette. That one's really pretty. I have probably my oldest highlighter palette, the Becca Jaclyn Hill face palette. I use this a lot. I'm trying to pan it, but I'm 3 out of the 5 panned, so we'll see how that goes. This is the Bellini palette, which I've recently been really loving. All of the all of the blushes kind of look the same, but there is some differentiation on the camera, sort of, kind of. So I like it, and it's nice to have that variety. I have here my beloved Profusion Blush 1 palette. It's so pretty, it's so glowy, and mine is completely beat up because I use it a lot. My favorite Makeup Geek, you can see there's so much pan, Makeup Geek highlighter palette by Kathleen Lights. My Park Avenue Princess Chisel palette, I think it's called, love that thing. And my BH Blacklight highlighter palette, or whatever that thing's called. So this is just really easy to have all of my face and bronzer and blush palettes all in one. So these little storage units are great for smaller palettes. However, I don't really like them that much, but it is what it is. I have it. So I took out my Smashbox eyeshadow palettes from the Transform and Create blush palette, that little booklet thing. It was just too annoying and thick, so I just put them here. I haven't used them in forever though. I have the good old Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. This I haven't used in forever. I'm thinking about decluttering it, but I don't have those colors in like every palette, like the red tone, so we'll see. And then 2 Almar Cosmetics palettes from BoxyCharm. I have over here a Maybelline Gigi Hadid little quad palette thing. I have here the Urban Decay Naked 2 Basics. I will never get rid of that. It's a really good cool tone palette. I have the ABH Norvina Pro Pigment Volume 3, the mini one. 2 ColourPop palettes right here. Going Coconuts and Just My Luck. Both really, really good. I have another Maybelline palette back here. Let me see if I can get it. The Maybelline Soda Pop palette. Love that for purple looks. The BH Romantic palette. And finally, the Chocolate Bonbons by Too Faced, which, if you didn't see my post, that was made in 2015. That means that palette is 5 years old, which is absolutely bonkers to me. But this little guy right here has more palettes, and I was saying before that this blush palette should really be in the face palette drawer, but I don't have any more room over there, so it's gonna stay here. This is probably definitely one of my favorite face palettes. It's just so beautiful. Really, really nice. And I'm so close to hitting pan because you can see the rings in that Mykonos blush. I love that one. It's a good neutral. Anywho, I'm not going to show every palette, so why do I keep opening every palette? Next up, we have the Juvia's Place Saharan 2. Love that one. I have the Cotton Candy Sweet Shop BH palette. It's the pink one. I have the Glam Light Caliente palette. A Z palette with blushes and highlighters. And another Z palette full of eyeshadows. BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil. And the Profusion Sienna's palette in the back. And then over here we have another palette storage unit, yikes. And over here we have like Q-tips, cotton swabs, and cotton round. So we have the Norvina Anastasia palette, Marc Jacobs Stiletto. I have 2 BH palettes. Well, I have more than that, but Weekend Festival and Midnight Festival, Galaxy Chic, and there's the rest of them in the back there. Those are the Zodiac palettes. The Tati palette here, the Rust palette here by Melt, the Profusion Metallics, and the Carity Picante palette, and what is this? The Bad Habit Inferno, which they don't sell anymore, and the Pumpkin Spice Too Faced palette. So there are all of my palettes plus the Too Faced Pour This White palette. So that's kind of the overview, and now I'm completely out of breath. But this is what it looks like, and I really do like the setup here. I love having them on top of my vanity because I can easily see them. That is for sure. I have my mirror here, so I can easily get ready. I'm not going to go through my lipsticks, but here's what I have. This is my lip glosses. These are lipsticks, and these are extra lipsticks over here. Some setting sprays, and my micellar water, tissues, my phone, pencil sharpener for when I color. Look at my cute little doggy. If we go into this drawer, this has all my face and complexion products. So these are my foundations, concealers, and powder, my primers, and some brow products, my nail clipper, some skincare primer products, some eye bases, eye setting powders, a color switch back there, which I don't really use. Here's a drawer of like glitter products. My beloved Tarte Cosmetics paint pots. I really like those. My also beloved Natasha Denona Mini Star palette. Freaking love that thing. I have 2 NYX Cosmetics Glitter Goals palettes. Those are really good. And I really like the Hourglass, what are these called? Scattered Light Glitter eyeshadow. Really pretty. This is in the shade Aurora, and it's like a pink mauve tone. Really pretty. And these are all my ColourPop Super Shock shadows, 2 Urban Decay ones back there. And then we have just a random drawer. This is for my hair straightener so it doesn't burn the table. And these are actually old books that I use to prop my camera up sometimes. Down here I have tools like hair straighteners, cords, camera tripod, like everything. Kind of junky. This one's dumb. Has like air fresheners, extra command strips, random. Okay, so that is the end of my video. I hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think down below. Do you like makeup collection videos? Are they satisfying? Are they as satisfying to you as they are to me? Because I don't know about you, I am such a nosy person, and I love how everybody's collection is different and tailored to them. I think that's really cool, and that's what makeup is all about to me, is what people like and everything. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, everyone.